Multiply the numerators to get the new numerator. Multiply the denominators to get the new denominator. So how is that different from addition and subtraction? Obviously, other than the fact that we're multiplying instead of adding or subtracting.
Oh.
With the denominator specifically.
Wait, the denominators are different.
Yeah, so when you're adding or subtracting, you're finding the least common denominator because you're finding the lowest common multiple. So you were right on all accounts, okay? So your denominator stays the same all the way across, right, when you're adding or subtracting? We all agree with that? Hopefully. Okay? When we are multiplying, you're actually just multiplying them together. Okay? Then simplify if needed. Simplify if needed should be the last step on every problem that we ever do. Okay? Make sure that you always simplify. Okay, so let's look at number 1. Okay, first we need to write all the mixed numbers as improper fractions. Do we have any mixed numbers? No. Number 2, simplify up and down and along the diagonals. Can we simplify any of this?
No.
Okay. The only thing that you could simplify, because I said you could also simplify along the diagonals, right? So you could simplify these. Okay. What's 4 over 2?
2. 1/2.
What can you simplify both of those by?
2.
You can simplify them both by 2. So if I simplify this 4 by 2, what do I get? What about this 2?
1.
A 1. Okay. Now, do you have to do that? Can you still get the right answer if you don't do that? Yes. Okay. You just need to make sure you simplify at the end. Okay. This is almost like we're simplifying at the beginning rather than having to simplify at the end. Okay. So what is 1 times 2?
2.
We got to multiply across, right? 2. What is 1 times 5? 5. Okay, you get 2 over 5. Now, so that I can show you what I was talking about, let's say we didn't simplify those. Okay. What is 1 times 4? 4. What is 2 times 5? 10. Is that the same answer? It is if we simplify. Okay. So you can still get the right answer. You just got to make sure that you simplify. Okay. Do number 2 on your own real quick. I'll give you 15 seconds.
15.
Okay, 10. Now it's 8. Okay. I didn't promise, so it doesn't count as a lie. So, what is 1 times 3?
3.
3. Okay. What is 9 times 5? 45. Okay. Now, this goes back to in algebra in the first week. Okay, when you guys were doing your pre-test, they had a pre-test. Okay, and some of the stuff that they had on here were problems like this. Okay, and a lot of them wanted to cross multiply. Okay, you only cross multiply when we're working with proportions. Proportions would mean this problem was written like this: 1/9 equals 3/5. Then you would cross multiply. Okay. And find out if they're a proportion or not, okay? We're not doing that. We're just multiplying these together. So instead of this being an equal sign, it's a multiplication sign. So multiply it cross, okay? When is the only time that we will cross multiply? if we're working with proportions. Okay, so if the fractions are separated by what? An equal sign. Okay, 3 over 45, can that be reduced?
No.
What do we have to try it by? Because 3 is a prime number, so the only one that we could try is 3, right? What's 3 divided by 3? 1. What's 15 divided by 3? Sorry, I just gave the butt of the joke. 15, right?
Yeah. Oh.
Okay, before we move on, what if I told you right now that I actually just left my job for 2 weeks so that I could try and become a professional comedian? Would you believe me?
No.
You want to hear a couple jokes?
Yeah.
Okay. Why did the scarecrow get a promotion? Because he was outstanding in his field. Is that good? Okay. Yeah. Okay. Let me think of another one real quick. Did you hear the rumor about the butter? I don't want to spread it.
No, dad joke, but it was good.
Okay, one more. Yeah. So when I left 2 Fridays ago, it was actually so that I could get to my friend's dentist appointment. He's a vampire. You know what time that appointment was at? 2:30. Yeah, pretty good, right? That's why I came back. Okay, so let's move on to number 3. That hurts. Okay, so number 3. Do it on your own.
Oh, it is. Oh. Okay,
So much judgy response. Yes, it's okay. Okay. Get used to transitioning away from seeing the x, okay, for a multiplication sign. Once you get into algebra, you won't see that very much. What did I say? I said this dot right here, get used to seeing that more so than the x, okay? We'll start transitioning away. Passon, you get it?
There's a 1 in a trillion chance I might got it wrong.
A 1 in a trillion. So you're telling me there's a chance.
Well, yeah.
Okay. So you got negative what?
1 over 35.
1 over 35. Does anybody disagree with him? No, we don't, because we like the correct answer. Wow. Yeah.
I did that.
There you go. Okay. Number 4. What's different about number 4?
It has these numbers.
Yes. Okay, so convert those. Do you remember how to do that?
Yeah.
Okay, big number times the bottom number. 10 plus the top number. 11 over 5 times 3 times 1 is 3 plus 2, 5 over 3. Okay, can you simplify before you multiply? Yes, you can. Okay, do you have to? No. Okay, so go ahead and finish this problem out. Once you finish this problem out, I would like for you to do number 6. Skip number 5. So quiet.
You want us to scream?
No, I need to get my Bluetooth speaker back from my wife.
You still didn't get it back.
She likes music, so. What's that? For being too quiet. Well, you got to watch out for that. Did you just slap Miss Dobbins, like,
No.
the thought of her?
I wish I could. I was like,
Wait, what?
No.
That's a hard one.
You got to get that anger out of your heart.
She is not different. She always
That is a, if you feel that way about a person, that's because you probably don't know them very well. That's my suggestion.
This dog just doesn't like me.
Well, probably because you think about slapping her.
No.
Okay. Number 4, you can look up and check yourself whenever you're ready. I'm going to go ahead and do it as if I didn't want to simplify.
I forgot to simplify. Whoops.
Okay, if you forget to simplify, that's a 3. That's a 4. Okay. I'll go ahead and move on to number 6. Don't look up till you're ready. Okay. You can look up and check yourself. Make sure you're comfortable with it. We're doing all right?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's move on. Dividing fractions. Okay. What changes about the way that we set up the problem, about the way that we simplify? Anything?
No.
Step 1, is it any different? No. Write all mixed numbers as improper fractions. Okay. Number 2, change multiplication and flip. Okay. What we talked about in algebra 1, okay, is keep, change, flip. Keep, change, flip. Okay. I'll show you what that looks like. Keep, change, flip. Here's a hint. If I'm writing it, you should write it. Okay. Number 3, multiply the numerators to get the new numerator. Multiply the denominators to get the new denominator. That is the same, yes? And then 4 is simplify if needed. Okay. So let's look at our first one. 1/6 divided by 1/5. So again, something to keep in mind. Keep, change, flip. Okay. I'm going to keep the first fraction. That's 1/6. I'm going to change the division sign to what? Multiplication. And I'm going to flip the last fraction. Okay? So instead of 1/5, we have 5/1. Now it's a nice and easy multiplication problem. It's almost like magic. Okay? Then you just multiply across. 1 times 5 is 5. 6 times 1 is 6. Your answer is 5/6. Okay? You just divided fractions. Mm-hmm. Like a boss. Number 8. I'll do, you want me to do one more with you?
No.
Yeah.
Let me do one more with you.
Yeah, to the negative.
Okay, number 8. Keep. Here, I'll just write a K. Keep. So that's 3/4. Change. That is a terrible C. I didn't make it a whole lot better. That's all right. And then flip. Okay, 3 times the -2. -6. 4 times 1. Am I done?
No.
What can I simplify it by? I can simplify both of those by 2. It gives me a -3/2. That's our final answer. Okay, do number 9 and number 10. Okay, I'll go ahead and put it up there. Turn my arrow around. Keep. Change. Flip. Okay. Were we able to simplify this first one? Okay. What do we simplify by? 4? Is that right?
Maybe. I don't know.
Is 56 divisible by 4?
Yes.
Okay. Then it should work, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so what's 36 divided by 4?
9.
You just did the opposite of it. There you go. 9. Okay. And then 56 divided by 4? 14. Okay. Can those be reduced anymore? No. Okay. If you did not simplify, does that mean you did a bad job? No. Okay. You still know how to do it. You still did it correctly. You just got to finish the job. Okay. It's like running a 400-meter race and you ran 350 meters in first place the whole way, and then you just kind of start walking. Okay. Don't start walking, finish. Okay. Number 10. I'll go ahead and go through it since you had time to do it. And I know we're not on our phones, so luckily we're paying attention. 2 times 10 is 20 plus 1 is 21 over 10. It's still a division problem. Okay, we've got 5 times negative 2 is negative 10 plus 4, negative 14 over 5. Okay, now we keep, change, flip. Okay, now this one, you're going to get some big numbers, right? So what's something that might be a good idea to do before you just go ahead and multiply them together? Yeah, simplify them. Okay. Now, can you simplify 21 and 10? Oh dear God. How do I fix that?
You want to do it.
Who said eraser?
Jack.
Jack, do you know how to eraser?
No, it's on over.
Oh, yeah, where it says like.
You just ruined it all.
This one?
Yeah, that eraser.
It's gone.
And then
Go back. Oh, Jordan, here's what I did.
I think it's over there.
okay. Well,
there's an arrow. We could probably just.
okay. So can we do 21 and 10. Can you simplify that?
No.
No. Okay. Can you simplify 5 and 14?
No.
No. Okay, well, what can you do? The diagonal simplification, right? Okay. So what about 5 and 10? Yeah, you can divide both of those by 5, right? So I'm going to rewrite it down here. Okay. So that's going to be what down at the bottom? A 2 and 1 up here, right? Okay. What about the 21 and the 14?
7.
Yeah, we can simplify them. Okay. Both by 7. So that's going to give us 3 on the top right there. That's going to give us negative 2 on the bottom right there. 3 over 2 times 1 over 2 is much better. Right? If you disagree, that's okay. Then make sure you keep that negative. Okay? Okay, do you have to simplify at the very beginning? No. It is a little easier. Okay, do we need to practice a couple more?
No.
Yes, we do. Okay, so 11 and here. You pick. You do 11 or 12, whichever one you want. I'll put both of them up here. Oh, dear. Oh, no. Okay, so as you're ready, you can look up and check either 11 or 12, whichever one you did. If you picked 11, sorry, I think it was a little more difficult.
That one is so amazing.
Which one? Number 11?
No, I'm told.
Number 12? It was so what?
It's amazing. The 5/1.
Is it amazing? Yeah. Okay, any questions? Just a few more. And then you will have some time to, oh, we've only got 2 more anyway. Perfect.
Free time?
Did you say free time?
Oh,
I
Lord.
thought I heard homework time is what I heard. Yeah. Okay. So number 13, the Statue of Liberty is 305 feet tall. Anybody ever seen the Statue of Liberty before?
Yeah.
What city is it off the coast of?
New York.
New York City. Okay. Also known as the Big Apple. Okay. If you're a DC fan, it's inspired which famous city?
Starman. Oh, Gotham.
Gotham. There you go. My man. Okay. The Statue of Liberty is 305 feet tall. A nearby building is 4/9 as tall. Find the height of the building.
Is that the actual height of the Statue of Liberty?
Way bigger one.
Yes.
Is that the actual height of the Statue of Liberty? I would like for you to try and
Yeah, maybe 294.
set up this problem while I find out how tall the Statue of Liberty is. Yes, from ground level to the top of the torch, it is 305 feet 1 inch.
Oh, wow. Was it 1 inch?
As that.
It's probably been whittled down over the years. Okay. So how do we set this one up?
Keep changing it.
It's kind of weird, okay? Whenever we are using fractions, I think the thing that we have to do, is there like an animal on top of the classroom? What is going on? Oh, okay. I was just like, sorry. Okay. Well,
They're being highly violent.
Predators are weird. No, but they're like people on this one. We've seen them,
Okay. The thing we have to decide is, can you tell me if this is a multiplication problem or a division problem?
Division.
Is it?
Yes. Because
So, because we are working with fractions, okay, if I want to find out what half of this book is, okay, am I going to divide it by a half or am I going to multiply it by a half? That's the question we have to be able to work through in our head. Okay, you're going to multiply it by a half. Okay, so when you're working with fractions, okay, if I want to find out how long that board is, okay, and then I want to know what a third of that board is, I have to multiply it by a third. Yes. Okay. So if we have a building that is 300 feet tall and I want to know how tall something is that would be 4/9 as tall, you're going to take 305 and you're going to multiply it by 4/9. Okay. Now 305 will be over what? 1. Okay. Then you multiply across. Anybody off of the top of their head do 305 times 4?
12.
it's obviously on
It's
top of
1,000.
the
12.
12.
No, it's 2,700.
What? This is so wrong. Oh, I did it by 9. Sorry.
It's okay.
1.
Okay. And then 1 times 9?
9.
9.
Okay.
Oh wait.
Okay. Is this I was going to say simplifiable. Is it simplifiable?
It's by
This
3.
is going to be very hard to find.
So, what this is a frustrating part of math. I'm not asking you that question for you to just immediately be able to give me the answer. Okay? I think math sometimes gets misunderstood. It's a science. Okay? In science, when you ask a question, what do you have to do? You got to figure it out, right? Okay, a little trial and error. Okay, what are the numbers that we can use to divide 9 by? 3 or 9, right? Okay, so if you have a calculator handy, it would be really useful because you could just punch in 1220 divide by 3. Does it come out evenly? No. What about 1220 divided by 9? Does it come out evenly? No. So this is it, right? Okay. So this is 1,220 over 9 feet tall. Okay. Are we able to do this in mixed number form? How do you convert it into a mixed number? I would like for you to try and figure it out. You've got about 30 seconds. Okay, I would like to hear somebody's process. Not the answer, but tell me your process. Yeah. You raise your hand.
You just try to reverse the improper fraction.
Yes.
Right?
Okay, so how did we try and figure that out? I'm not looking for you to give me the exact right answer. I'm looking for you to kind of talk through this, okay? Because I already understand how to do it. You should want to understand how to do it. It's nice to understand things, right? Yeah. Cynthia. Divide 1,220 by 9. Boom goes the dynamite. What do you get when you do that?
135.
135, right? Okay. So once you get that 135, somebody kind of tag on to Cynthia now, and let's finish this problem. How do you know what you have left over? Because when you punch that in the calculator, it gives you a decimal, right?
Yes.
Like 0.55555, and then a 6 at the very end, which probably means it's just 0.5 repeating. Okay?
Yeah.
Right? 0.5 repeating. Do we remember this? Okay? A repeating number is anything over what number? Do we know this?
5.
No, that's a good guess, though. Okay, a repeating number, okay, a repeating decimal is whatever that decimal number is over 9. Okay, now how can we check this? Just to see if we're right. So if we do 135 times 9, what will that give you? 1,215, right? So how do you find out what's left in your numerator? Subtract. From what?
The answer.
1220. That's what was up there, right? So what do we have left over? 5. 5 over 9. Okay? Now you have done this already. This is just a little bit more complicated, right? If you gave me the answer of 1220 over 9, that would be a 3. Okay? If you gave me the answer of 135 and 5/9, that would be a 3.5. What do you need for that 4? This is a word problem. Yes, you need your unit of measurement. Okay? That would be your perfect score. Okay? I would like for you, what time is it? If you would like, here's what I'll let you do, because I want you to take some ownership of your own education. I will put this last one up here if you would like one more to check yourself on. Okay? But I'm also going to pass out your homework. If you feel comfortable, I would say go ahead and start on your homework. Okay? What's up? Yes. Please take a pass. They're on the whiteboard, Jordan.
The whiteboard.
No.
The whiteboard. The board.
There you go.
I don't know.
You. People at the end, if you have any extras, just leave them at your table. I'll pick them up after you guys leave. Okay, we're missing Blaze. Who else are we missing?
Ocean is here.
Yeah, she's here.
Ever? Alright, sure.
Oh, that's Ocean. I thought that was Reagan.
Yeah, the back is the first part. What about the back? You're doing the front. The viewers are doing the back. Yeah, me too.
Y'all should just split it.
That's what we were doing. Yeah, you're doing the back.
Oh no, I mean split the back.
Yeah, split the back. No. Okay, if we win, I'm not in the back. So if I win, yes, you're on the back. If you win, I can on the back. Okay, that makes no sense.
How about whoever wins just gets to choose which side I play?
Oh my gosh.
And then
Best side three?
I don't know.
I just realized I'm not in the back.
Wait,
My back out of the back.
no.
Mr. Bennett,
That's
no.
rock, paper, scissors.
What's that?
Ready? 3, 2, rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Let's go.
No,
That's
no,
one
no,
of.
no,
That's one of.
no.
Your turn. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. That's two
No!
of.
You suck at rock, paper, scissors.
Yes,
That's
you
why
guys.
I'm not in the
You
back.
guys can do the back.
No, I'm not doing
Wait, no, I'm not doing the back by myself.
She is.
Nope.
I said I'm not in the back.
I'm not doing this anymore. That was a deal. Nope, sorry.
If you really would stick it to him. No? Okay.
See, this is why I didn't put myself in the back because I knew you were gonna lose.
Okay, I'll put number 14 up here for those of you that want to check yourself one more time.
You can't. It's off. The board is off.
This new session required
Alright, ready, good luck.
for an hour.
No, I'm not doing it.
No, you have to
Sorry,
do
Jack.
it.
No.
You lost.
I know.
I'm not the worst.
I don't know.
I'm like that.
What?
You're the Mac and
Agreement. So, or the propane for
Step at work.
big green.
Exactly.
Like, why would you do that?
I'm already done.
Was that a smart idea?
Okay. While y'all are working on that, I did want to talk about this because I had to pick the first round of intervention. Okay. So if you got selected, the only thing that I looked at, the only thing that was based off of was that iStation test that you took a couple weeks ago. Okay. So I just picked some scores from that. I don't even know what was on that test. Okay. I didn't make it and I didn't look at it. So, if you got picked this time, you won't get picked for the rest of the semester. So
Wait,
is
is that bad or good?
No, intervention.
it's not bad.
Is
It's just
intervention like you need like more practice?
everybody needs more practice. Yeah. So that's what it was based on. So it has nothing to do with you. It has nothing to do with you turning in homeworks or anything like that. It is just based on that benchmark test. Okay. And I could only pick 15. So if you didn't get picked, it doesn't mean that you are
Safe.
safe. Is a good way to put it.
Wait, what are we talking about?
Don't worry about it. Intervention.
Yeah, don't worry about it, yo. What's intervention? Don't worry about that.
Starting next week, people will go to math intervention instead of Odyssey.
You didn't get a ticket.
Wait, so if you didn't get a ticket, you go to math intervention? You don't go to that.
I know.
Did? She won't do it. Wait,
Is that what you're asking me?
have you always had a mustache?
And he has hair now. He just depressed.
I haven't always, but I have here. But all my pictures up there, I don't.
He even has hair. He's just in the first.
Wow, Mr. Bennett, can I use my phone for a calculator? Since he's using that one.
Yeah, and we've got some sitting around the tables too. Thank you.
I don't know. Ren,
Oh, never mind, I
You're
get it.
smart, Mr. Ray. That's fine.
no, I'm not.
Yes, you are.
I'm.
Ren backed out of it. Yeah.
7 is gonna be 1.
It's because I don't report them.
Yeah, 1 over
Yeah, because I just don't.
2. Multiply that with
No, I'm not.
3 over 9, which is gonna be
Okay, well, as soon as I can figure out the screen thing, I'll put the next one up there.
1 over 3. Multiply that. 1.
Okay, here's what I'll do. I'm gonna finish 14, and then it'll just be on the video. And if you would like to check yourself, you can go and check out the video, which apparently none of us knew existed.
Are you sure?
Well, no, y'all are making me doubt myself now, so I'll go check.
I don't remember a video at all. All I remember is seeing one simple thing. I excel for September 7th. Multiply 1 over 6. Yeah, I got
How do
it.
you do that?
I know.
You're so slow, Ren. It's so good. I want to beat you too.
We can't simplify.
What do you want to fucking do?
We can't simplify
What's up?
You like that?
So I believe it is a gifted and talented assessment. So they're just gauging where you're at.
Why would I get gifted?
I'm pretty sure that's all it is.
Alright. Yeah, I'm not gifted or talented at all.
I will refuse that one. And did refuse the
Just a minute.
Refuse it.
Just a minute.
Just a minute. Can we simplify both, please?
Yeah, absolutely.
I got it ready.
Does gifted and talented smart?
We can fight 8 by 2.
What does it mean?
So gifted and talented, it covers a lot of different areas. So like, it doesn't necessarily just deal with like book smart or like good at math, good at reading. It can be creativity. So like art, physical intelligence. Okay, it kind of just deals with a lot of different stuff, and all it is a the assessment that they're taking today is just seeing kind of where students are at with it, I believe.
Why don't we kill the smart one?
When Claire gets back, okay.
Math is so boring.
Thank you for insulting my life's work.
Oh,
I didn't like this part of math.
you better feel
Oh
bad
yeah, I
now.
bet.
Not you.
Math is so boring.
The more you teach me.
No, I was just repeating that sentence. Why am I teaching it?
The most boring class.
Because I gotta put food on the table.
He's already studied far enough. He can't give it up now.
That's right. I'm in too deep.
No class is boring, but Miss Dawson's class.
Absolutely.
Yes.
This Dallas class, I literally sit by myself.
I do too. I said my comment.
Y'all gotta be nice.
A negative. Multiply the negative is gonna be positive.
I was asleep yesterday.
Did Miss Dobbins invent the subject that she's teaching?
Did she what?
Did she invent that subject?
No, but she did teach it that way.
Is that confusing, Ren?
I fell asleep in her class yesterday. It was so boring.
I think that's more on you.
She made us do an ice.
I know.
Yeah,
I
I
said-
said
I know, it's, they're easy.
Yeah.
It's for little kids. That's what
They take so long.
Yeah, we have to wait
Run put in another run.
3 minutes just to.
Not again.
You know what it meant to.
It's terrible.
I wish I could do that. I wish I could pull on the rod. That would be the best thing.
What is that?
You had to be in our class to know what it was.
Yeah, you had to be in Miss Clark's before.
Yeah, a rod pulled another rod. So five. Five, so
You have to
4
do it on
times
before.
13.
Yeah.
No, we can't.
Don't tell Miss Clark you're pulling a rod.
That's gonna be your final answer. Yeah, that's our final.
Remember when a rod
answer.
got
You
in
can't
trouble for
move
that?
it by 5.
Remember when a rod got in trouble for that?
Yeah, remember?
And Miss Clark yelled at him.
Only last year. Yeah. Alright, now it's time for the next one. 8 times 1, 8. 8 plus 5 is 8.